If they've been teaching Filipino martial arts in San Diego since 1975, but I'm gonna stop talking about them and let Don talk about it all himself. Give them a round of applause, please.
Good afternoon. Is everybody out here? Oh, I got to switch.
Sorry.
All right, good afternoon again. We are Babao, Arnis. How's everybody doing today? You're getting to see some people hit each other with sticks. You guys are happy about that? All right. Again, we are Babao, Arnis. A little bit about our system. All right, just like as introduced. A lot of times, people are not too familiar with Arnis. That's because back in the days, it was secretive. We all know about that. But when you take a look at, the various systems, Arnis, Kali, and Eskrima, you probably have seen it in various movies. But one thing, the art of the bladed knife, it is truly Filipino. You've probably seen it in like the John Wick movies, the Born Identity movies. Anything that you see with the knife and stick, it's truly Filipino. Most of the arts are usually done in the backyard, just like in the olden days. Our system consists of Bilabril, Largusta. It consists of Cacoy Escrido, and also Batangas Baston. Back in 1963, Grandmaster Nari Babao started learning Batangas Baston from his father, Turing Babao. Turing Babao learned Batangas Baston from a Katipunan rebel named Cajuan, who also learned from General Malvar, who was also the last general who surrendered to the Americans during the Philippine-American War. The last general to surrender in the independence of the Philippines. So it's something to say about our system, that we can trace our lineage. Grandmaster Babao passed away in October 2013, and our system is now led by Master Narison Babao. He is not here today. He caught a little bit of COVID, but we are represented today by Master Jack Babao. The first thing that you are going to witness today is the Moro Moro. Now, back in about the 17th century, the Spanish basically banned martial arts in the Philippines, but due to the plays that they allowed to be used for acts, that the Moro Moro was used to allow the Filipinos to practice in a dance. So what we are going to demonstrate, we're using various weapons, and our escrimadores are the various weapons used by our escrimadores of Babao Arnis. First up is Paul. He is using the basic baston. Baston is mainly used as either a rattan, a baston, bahi, or the kamagong. Next is Mike. He's using your basic knife. This is a bladed art. We use either the long weapon or the short weapon. John is using the barong. Juan is using stick and dagger, also named Espada y Daga. Sergio is using the long spear, also called the sibat. Next up is Raiden, one of our younger escrimadores. He's also trained by his grandfather, Master Mario Gajo, who's also one of Babao's Arnis's senior members, who also created his own system, Gajo Martial Arts. Mike is now using the Campilan. Campilan is distinguished by the 2 points. Also, historically, this is the weapon probably known that was used to take down Ferdinand Magellan. Next is Maestro Anthony Demers. He's using the double bolo. Up next is Guru Luis Orlina, trained by Master Jojo Abueg, also another senior member of Babao Arnis. Next, we're going to demonstrate the Batangas 12 angles. Various systems use different angles. The ones we use that we're going to demonstrate are based on power angles. These are the angles that we train every escrimador from our baseline system. Angle 1, you can see it covers all angles from head to toe. Those are the first 12. The next set, we are going to cover our basic 6. They are going to cover a block and attack. These are the first 6 that we train all beginners. Again, what you just witnessed were the first 12 angles of attack, and then the first 6 block and attack with counters. The next we're going to do is our basic 1 through 6 reflex. So we got a couple of pairs. So we have Master Jack Babao and also Louis Orlina up front. So be careful of those up front. They get a little bit wild, so we had to put them out up in the grass. And then you're going to see our intermediate students here on the stage. They're going to start up using our picking from the top. Then they're going to break away, and then they're going to do more of a freestyle on the second part. Now you're going to see more of a freestyle block and counter. The 12 angles of attack that you witnessed earlier are now done in more of a freestyle motion. None of this is choreographed. Yes, we do hit a lot of fingers. Next, what we're going to demonstrate are our sayos. First up is going to be John. He's going to demonstrate unang sayaw, or first dance. So when we first demonstrated the first 12 angles of attack, and our first 6 block and check. The first dance is going to incorporate all of those into the first dance. Next, we're going to demonstrate the Mano Mano style, demonstrated by Juan Barajas. Mano Mano, now even though we are a weapon-based system, we also have an empty hand system. And so a lot of people will ask us, why do we have that? Well, if we don't have a weapon, we're just going to take it away from you and use it against you. Thank you, Juan. Next up is Sergio doing Bancao style using our long weapon. Next, we're going to demonstrate our partnered Sinawali drill. It's a 2-stick drill, so we work both left and right side. Up in front, you have a daughter and son team. What you're seeing is a heaven and earth pattern. A coordinated drill, just using your left hand, left and right side. Now what you're seeing is an heaven and earth. Where you're seeing is the top and bottom section of a pattern. Next, you're going to see a Sinawali Cadente, which is more of a freestyle with the more advanced students. This is more of a freestyle. There is no pattern to this. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate a little bit of sparring. So you see us do a lot of drills, but what do we do with these drills? How do we actually practice this? So we're going to start off with our junior students here using padded weapons. We're going to have Raiden and Jacqueline using padded weapons. Something about Raiden on the left-hand side, he took first place in 2 divisions at the recent Legends tournament held here in San Diego. Come on, let's cheer him on, crowd. Using the various angles and strikes that they train, the sparring gives them confidence, allows them to focus on the present moment, and they're not going to get their lunch money taken away from them. Let's get him, Jacqueline. Break, break, break. All right, you guys have heard me talk for a little bit, and you're wondering if I could do anything. So we're going to demonstrate a little bit of live stick sparring, and I don't like to use a lot of arm. So I'm going to go up against John here. Now, me and John go back till about what? 3rd or 4th grade? We grew up in Paradise Hills. There we go, right? And I remember sometime in about like the 5th grade, someone owes someone a chocolate milk. Remember back in the day when chocolate milk used to cost 7 cents? Had that expiration date about 50 years or so. So me and John are going to go about a minute. As you can see that we're using a live stick. And you'll probably notice after the first strike, we're using helmets because we have to go to work tomorrow. And we're using light gloves. And I'm sure if we get hurt, we are veterans. So Balboa Hospital's across the street. And I'm sure there's about 100 nurses here. Let's give him a couple of seconds here. He's breathing. You know, all right, next we do a couple of Sayos. Arco. Next we have Domingo demonstrate. Arco. San Miguel form from Cebu. Next we have Alina doing Hinamutai and an advanced empty hands form. And our last sayao will be performed by Master Jack Babao, the Sinawali sayao. And yes, those are live bolos. All right, and the last thing we're going to perform is the lakao manok, the chicken steak. Now, the chicken step is coming from the Villabril Argusta system. It looks a little bit funny, but when performed, it actually generates power from a short range. Their first sequence is demonstrating 12 angles of attack, which varies differently from Babao system's 12 angles of attack. You can see the stage moving. If they were doing this by striking, you can see the power generation from the short steps. Now I'd like to introduce Babao Arnis. First person is called Nepomencino. Next is Jacqueline Barajas. She's being trained by Master Mario Gajo and Master David Bertrand. Next is Sergio Medina, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Next is Raiden Gajo, who is being trained by his grandfather, Master Mario Gajo. Next up, John Cabagin, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Next up is Maestro Juan Barajas, analyst for San Diego County. Next up is Guru Domingo Agnes. He's an educator for a local chapter school here in San Diego. Next is Luis Orlina, retired from the post office. Next up is Mike Vito, working in the tech world here in San Diego. Next up is Guru Anthony Demmer, biotech engineer. Next up, Master Jack Babao, and also his son, Jackson Babao. Next generation, Babao Arnis. Myself, I'm Maestro Don Dizon, veteran, United States Navy. We are Babao Arnis. Handa. Thank you, everybody.
Give them another round of applause, please. Babao Arnis. Otherwise, they might hit you. In a very nice way, obviously.